Brandy and I did not know the Lord when we were dating. We met in a very broken situation on both sides. I was raised in religion, but not relationship. I was not anti-God, I just didn't think that he liked me very much. I lost my mom to breast cancer when I was 8.
About a month after my mom and dad said that they were separating, my mom came to where I worked and said that my dad had killed himself. And from then on, my life just began a downward spiral. And that's when I met Shelton.
We met, and then my father died in a fatal car wreck on Father's Day weekend. We just wanted to move and start over. But there was always this emptiness between both of us.
I had given up on the idea of ever being happy in my marriage. And so I went and I filed for divorce.
She started to go to church, and it kind of made me mad because I was like, no, we're at war. You're not going to go find Jesus right now.
Shelton came back and he said, I want to work on this. And so we decided to get back together. We started attending the church. That was just when the Lord spoke to me, and I just knew that I needed Jesus.
I didn't want religion. Brandy hears the gospel of grace and love and mercy, and I'm still counting the cost of all the rules and the things I can and cannot do. She was going to do it with or without me. That was when we made a decision to accept Christ, and that was when the new chapter kind of began. And soon as I was baptized, I think spiritual warfare became even more prominent. I had tried so long to just modify my behavior or to resist those sins, but I had never replaced it with a relationship with Christ. And I remember sitting down at lunch with my first life group teacher, and he was like, man, I'm not here to go over why can't I do this and why can't I do that. He goes, but I can promise you one thing, if you will fill yourself up with the truth, then less and less you'll want of the world. And so through my personal relationship with the Lord, as it grew, is where I began to recognize what that spiritual warfare kind of looked like.
Even being so young in our faith, the Lord was bringing people alongside us that we could encourage at the same time.
A couple years ago, I felt that I was called to ministry. In Joshua, we get to the part where the Israelites are at the Jordan, and they're kind of comfortable on the banks of the Jordan. You know, and I was in my own life, I'm like, well, I'm kind of comfortable on these banks. He revealed to me that my Jordan was my decision to relinquish my corporate job. We don't know where we're going, but we do know that we are sent. I can promise you that if he can take a mess like we had and make it his message, no matter what your problem is, God is good. And now the enemy's gonna come at you, and you are signing up for battle. And I think just through that trust and through that obedience and through that discipline of getting to the Lord better, we have the unique opportunity to become a new creation.